Greetings, Commanders. This is Commander Atlas Rand, and today I'm going to do a short video on the current community goal, and this is for mid-February 2025, and it involves hauling some materials as little as 1 unit in order to get into the community goal, but obviously the more the better. And there it looks like we have 7 different materials to choose from. Let's see here. This is the Brewer Corporation Trailblazer Fleet Initiative. And it ends, it looks like, on March 6th. So, the materials that we can haul there for the community goal are copper, computer components, CMM composites, power generators, water purifiers, and surface stabilizers. Oh, actually, structural regulators is the last one. So any of those will work. As few as 1 unit will get you into the community goal. I believe the reward is just a sticker to put on your ship. A free sticker is always good, but it's nothing exceptional. I wouldn't worry too much if you end up missing this community goal, but given that it's so easy to do at least 1 unit, let's go ahead and do it. And the reason to do more than 1 unit is because at the destination location where the materials are to be dropped off, they are paying 4x, so 4 times more than the galactic average, which means probably that, well, in fact, I'm sure it is the highest money that you can get for hauling that material. When I've done these in the past, when I've done community goals that involve hauling materials, I've, depending on what the prize is for different levels, I've actually done as much as filling an entire carrier, jumping it over, and then unloading the whole thing, which I think when I was doing it last time, it took about 8 or 9 hours to fill a carrier and slightly more than that to empty it out. So it's a significant time commitment to do a full carrier worth, but that made me several billion in-game money. So, and by several, I think it was more like four or five. So almost from that one carrier load, I could buy another carrier. Not sure I want to work that hard this time around, but let's just at least get one done right away. So from the last video, I'm at Peterson Enterprises Starport. So let's see if they have any of these 7 materials available. Copper, computer components, CMM, power generators, water purifiers, surface stabilizers, or structural regulators. No, not skimmer. Okay, water purifiers. Yes, they have those. Those are a lot of supply. They're worth 293 credits. So when you haul materials, it's always best to find the materials that'll generate the most profit for you. So 4 times, let's say 4 times 190, which is what the price will be when they pay you for it, is not very much money. So that's not a great choice. Let's see what else we have. So out of these, do we have power generators here? No. Surface stabilizers, no. Structural regulators, no. Okay. Medicines, we don't need. Okay, none of these are gonna work. They have computer components, so we can do computer components. Are a little bit more expensive, and that's it. They have, so of the 2, computer components are going to be worth more. So let's just fill up. Oh, wait, I think I need to get rid of some. Yeah, need to get rid of some limpets first that are taking up space. I am in a small ship, so this is not the ideal way to do this, but it's what I am right now, and I just want to get the first one done. So go back to commodities, go down to computer components, let's buy up the rest of these. Buy. Cargo holds full. Okay, now let's figure out where we're going. Um, mm, mm, mm. Let's see. Oh, my joystick's not working. Okay. I have to figure out what's going on there. So I'm going to go down here into community goals. And then here. And oh, this is the last one. Where's the new one? Is that not listed yet? I guess the other way to do it would be going to the map. Okay. Let me get my joystick plugged in and out real quick here. Okay, so hopefully my joystick is working. It is. Good, good. Then I can fly. Hard to fly without a joystick. One annoying thing, and I've said this before, I think on a video in this game, is that if one of your devices isn't plugged in, even if you have no keys mapped to it in the game, it does not like it. So I had to unplug and replug one of my joysticks, and now everything works. So I was gonna go to the map to see where we're gonna be flying to, and let me just turn all the stars on. And what we're looking for is a little yellow. There it is. A little yellow Chrysler icon. If you're old like me, you'll know what I'm talking about. There we go. So this is at Minerva, I guess. Let's see how far away we are. We're one jump. There is to Minerva. Great. And let's get this delivered. Launch. Now, there are tools like Inara that make it very useful and make it very profitable to figure out where to buy materials that you're going to sell there. What do I have? Oh, I didn't have automatic. Interesting. Thought I had an auto launch in this thing. Apparently not. Zoop. All right. A lot of ships here. Gear landing gear away. There's Minerva. I love the sound on this ship. This is the Cobra Mark V. A very fun and very quick ship. Oh, fuel. What? Oh, okay. So, since I'm in a system with a white dwarf, it's actually going to be faster to replot this without using jet cones. Turn that off and recalculate route. So it'll be 2 jumps. That's fine. But at this point, if I wanted to use the jet cone, I'd have to fly to it. It's faster just to jump directly out of the system. I was kind of surprised that this ship could do a jump that long, because I don't think I've optimized this ship for range at all. Okay. Get to the next jump. Anyway, I was saying Inara can be used, and there's other tools too, but Inara is good for looking at where certain materials, commodities are sold at the best prices, and then flying out there, buying them there, flying back to Minerva, I guess, and dropping it off here. I'm assuming we need to drop it off at one of their ships. So we'll see what it is here. And I have yet to collect the payouts from the last community goal. So in case you're seeing this the first time, just watch the video, watch my other videos. I have tutorials for really beginners or people coming back to the game to remind them of how to do things, but they're all slow. They're meant for you to be able to watch while you're doing the thing in real time. They're not 5-minute videos that give you 20 steps and then tell you, see, it's super easy. Most of these videos are going to be around 45 minutes to an hour. But hopefully that's going to make it easier for you to learn from just one viewing on how to get something done. I know that's the way I learn usually. But what I was going to say is for people that have been watching videos, I've been gone for about 2 weeks, and that black hole is called Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which is a game that a buddy of mine was very gung-ho to get into. All right, we need to figure out what ship or where we deliver here. So there's 2 stations. Okay, let's see. Community goals. So actually what I'm gonna do is go to Inara, because Inara can also tell me about community goals. Let's see if I can share that window. Hang on one sec, guys. Is that it? Yeah, there we go. All right, so let me blow that up to be a little bigger. And let's go to data. No, news. Nope. Galaxy. There we go. Galaxy community goals. So this is showing the current goal at Minerva and in bounty vouchers. Okay, that's one on. This is the one we're doing. And then this list of materials. They're at tier 2 right now with 8,000 people so far participating in this. How many in this one? Do we know? 6,000 in that one. So the other goal is basically just fighting in this system, doing bounties. So for people that don't want to haul, you can also do some PvE in here as well for that same goal. Completion in 1 week, 2 days. Okay. Through logistics, blah, blah, blah. Same thing that I knew was going to happen. Does it say where to drop it off? Starlace Space Station. Okay, so now we know where to go. So that's this one right here. Let's fly over there. Right behind us, of course. Oh, it's behind the sun, in fact. Okay, let's get around the sun. That's not too far away. 400 light seconds. That's just a quick jump. And then I'll just let autopilot tick it in. Of course I forget to turn that window off like I usually do. But yeah, we're just flying to Starlace here. Oh, there's one other thing I meant to do. See if it's in here or not. So, in a little bit inside baseball, I've gotten videos that have been copyright, trademark claimed or whatever, because they're using the audio of the autopilot entering the station, the waltz music that you hear, which is really annoying. And I've put in a ticket to the game company, and they don't really have a good answer. They don't think it should be happening, but who knows? So apparently there's a way to turn that off. So while I'm flying there, oh, I'm almost there. It's probably in the settings, but I do want to remember to turn off that music if I do end up using. Does this ship even have a auto landing thing? I'm not sure it does. I may have not equipped it on this one. Okay. Well, then I don't have to worry about it. But I will tell you that in the future, you're not going to hear that beautiful waltz playing, because is getting the videos copyright strike. Alright, let's request docking. Stop moving. 0 throttle. And let's come in here. And it's pad 31, it looks like. Which is on the right side, if I remember right. If I remember in the back, maybe. Let's see if I'm right. Nope, it's in the front. It is in the right side, but it's in the front. Ugh. There we go. All right. Now in here, I think we just sell it as a normal commodity. There's not a special place to drop it off or anything.
Enjoy your visit, Commander.
And oh, you know what what we do need to do is go into the mission board community goals and accept the mission. We're going to be doing so we're going to be doing deliveries, so make sure you do that. Hit sign up. I actually like to sign up for both because there's no penalty if you don't do the other one. You might as well have them both signed up. And in the past, I don't know if this is still the case, but in the past, if you do both, you can get 2 prizes. So essentially 1 from each community goal, because this treats it as 2 separate goals. So if you wanted 2 stickers, you could drop off 1 item of material and go kill 1 ship for this one. Although I do want to read it to see exactly what, if any, restrictions there are on the ships you kill. But anyway, let's drop off the material for now by selling it in the commodity market. So we're going to go to sell. We're going to go to all the way down here. Computer components. And you can see that's not a great price actually for selling them. 3,000. I think we bought them for 2,000. All right. Yeah. So my total income for 32 units is 100,000 credits. That's pretty crap. So obviously where I was and where I bought them, which is in Sirius, has a pretty high price for them from the get-go. But it doesn't matter. We're not really doing this so much for profit. We're doing this just to get into the community goal. And now that we've sold them, let's go into the mission board, community goal. That one. And you can see there's our 32 units counted. So we're now in the top 100%. So we're going to receive 60 million and the sticker. Now, you could actually argue that the best bang for the buck, the best return, is literally just to sell 1 unit. Because you're getting 60 million just for making that 1 unit sale. And the more you sell, you're still only getting 60 million in the goal, plus whatever profit you make from selling it. But, you know, a 60 million profit on something that costs you 3,000 credits is a hell of a deal. So I would actually advise most people just to do that. Unless you really want to get into that top 75 or top 25. I'm surprised they don't have a top 50 tier. Then, yeah, you'll get more money. But according to Inara, if we flip that back on, like so, according to Inara, looks like the top 75, you would have to sell a minimum of about 400 units. And top 25, you'd have to sell over 5,000 units. And remember, this is just day 3, day 4, something like that. So there's another week and a half worth of this goal, which means all these numbers are going to climb up. So if you really want to be in the top 25%, you're probably going to need to sell probably a carrier's worth, is my guess, somewhere around 20,000. I think carrier technically holds 25,000, but usually your services shrink that down a little bit. But that, for sure, that 5,000 will double. It'll probably be at least 10,000 by the time this community goal is wrapping up, if you want to get into that 25%. But like, you only get 215 million from doing that. You would get a lot more in profit for sure than 215 million. But I think for a lot of people that don't enjoy space trucking, just doing like the minimum and getting 60 million out of it and a sticker is all you really want to do. Any more than that is going to be excessive. Now, while I've got Inara up here, in fact, let me change the window so you can see it. I'll make it a little fatter like that, and then make the size a little bigger. So probably actually bring that down. Oh yeah, here's what I want to do. I'm gonna bring that like so, and then change this so it's covering the whole screen. Um, so we've got the goal. That's basically the first part of the video. Is 0 to 11. Now let's say you do want to find the best pricing. So what you would do for each of these, let's start with copper. You would click on copper in an era, and then you would click on I want to buy, which is what was default. You're next to Minerva anyway. You're going to order by distance. And here what I would do is say go out to whatever length. If you just have a ship you're flying back and forth, you probably want to be in the 50 or for sure under 100 light years, so it's just 1 or 2 jumps. But if you're going to want to do it with a carrier, obviously your options are a lot longer. So let me see here. Let's just say within 250. So that's a good piece of the bubble is going to be within 250, not the whole bubble, obviously. You want to have the price update be no more than a day. The landing pad, if you're going to really do this, you're going to need a large landing pad because so you can do a Type 9 back and forth to your carrier. Max station distance. This doesn't really matter a whole lot, but probably under 1,000 light seconds. Actually, we're not going to care. We'll do any. Minimum supply does make a difference. So if you want to fill up a minimum of a Type 9, that's 750 units. So you need at least 1,000 units there. The more the better. You're going to buy from other fleet carriers. I mean, you could. They're not going to have a good pricing. Use surface stations. Again, you could, but this greatly slows down your progress. So I'm initially going to turn this to off. And then the power doesn't matter. I don't care about power. Include stronghold carriers. Sure, I guess. Well, it's not going to matter for this, so I'm going to say no. And then price is, let's say, better than the average by at least 25%. Let's do a search on that. So here's not very many choices that it gives us. So distance from 80 to 240 light years. Here's the current price. So I'm actually going to order this by price, not by distance. So the cheapest place to buy is 80 light years. They have a ton of it. They're not going to run out anytime soon. And it's being sold at $289 per unit. Now, if we go back to the game, go back here, commodities market, and then what was this? Copper, right? I was looking at. Let's see what copper is being bought for here. Where would copper even be listed here? Oh, there it is. So copper is being bought. Where is it? Copper for 27.56. So 27.56 is how much you're going to get paid. And if I turn that in arrow back on, you can see that you would be able to buy it for 289, which is 10 times roughly. So you get a 10x profit on this. If you go to this Bolotov City, buy a full ship, let's say just a Type 9, so 750 units. Actually 752 on mine. We'll just say it's 750 for easy math. So 70 is 750. Grab my calculator here. And 750 times 289. It's going to cost you 216,000 for one Type 9. And then you will sell that for what's the price here? 20 no. Copper is 2756. So that's huh. Okay. I was looking for okay, good. That's in there. So 750 times 2756 is 2,067,000. So you're gonna spend 1/4 million to get 2 million. So it's not quite 10x. I guess it's about 8x, maybe 9x, thereabouts. So 2,067,000 is how much you'd get for one Type 9. 216,000 is how much you would buy it for. So pretty good. No, I guess it is about 10x. It's almost 10x, not quite. It's about 9x. So yeah, well worth doing. And that's like assuming that's an 80 light year range. So if you're going to do it without a carrier, it's going to be annoying because you're going to be carrying 250,000 worth of material for 80 light years, which on Type 9 is going to be probably 8 jumps one way. 8 jumps to turn 250,000 or less than 250,000 even, but roughly into 2 million may still be worth it for some people to do. With a carrier, it's kind of a no-brainer. Now, the problem is that none of these locations here, these first 4 that have a lot of material available, none of them will have at this point a carrier location. Let's just check that. So I'll pick this one, Yana Orbital. So it is 190 light years out, so it's a little further out. And then turn this off, go back to here, and let's see if I'm right or not. So what we would need to do is go to our carrier management. So this is obviously a little... Oh, sorry about the loud noise. I'll turn it down here. They have a bug in the game where the music for remote carrier is insanely loud for no good reason. And you can't turn it down in the game. So let's paste that where we want to go to. Over there. So this would be the purchase location. Have I ever been there? No, have never been there. Let's try and jump the carrier there. And I was wrong. Okay. So, yeah, exit out of there before crazy loud music. And so the carrier has been set to jump there, which is surprising. I figured it would be full. Usually the systems that have a lot of material to buy are completely full because everybody's already jumped their carrier to it by the first day. Not the case. So maybe the participation is not as big in this particular one. So I'm flying the carrier is going to be waiting for me at Yano Orbital. And I guess it's a black market system. Okay, so interesting. That also means, incidentally, all these are black market systems, which means that you're more likely to get attacked by pirates in all these systems. So keep that in mind. And I think that's by design. They've basically stocked up the materials that you need in systems that are more likely to have piracy in them to add a little more danger to it. With a carrier, you still have some danger of piracy, but you're literally bringing it from inside one system to a carrier inside the same system. So you're going to spend less time warping. But there's still some potential for piracy. And if you do end up getting pulled out and your ship gets killed and it's 200 and some thousand worth of material that you just bought, and your ship is probably your insurance payment on a Type 9 uh, could be another 60 to 100 million. So, I mean, it's significant if you. Sorry, that's the cost of the ship. So you're probably going to be at 10 million would be, I think, around your maximum cost. I guess I can find out by flying a ship there. But anyway, the point is there's risk, but honestly, if you just keep doing this, and especially if you have a carrier, at roughly 2 million profit per Type 9 full, just a tad under 2 million profit. It's so easy to be able to make enough money for it to not matter, even if you do get killed. But anyway, let me launch here and go to the carrier. I'll meet the carrier in that system. So I actually have to do my own jump, which will be what, 4 jumps? Yeah, 4 jumps.
Detach confirmed. You are clear to leave.
One good thing about being in a small ship is they usually place you pretty close to the entrance so you can get out of here quickly. And we have to go over here first. So now I will say that the profit you're going to get off of this at about 2 million is very good as far as percentage. It's about 9x
You have
of what
cleared no fires.
for every load.
Control out.
However, it's not very good for volume, which is to say that a full Type 9 750 units is it's just a lot of volume that you need to haul for a profit like that. So in past community goals, there have been some materials that I've hauled which are way more valuable, way more pricey, and well worth doing, because you're going to make literally billions on it. This copper, for example, is cheap. So while there's a lot of percentage, there's not as much actual money for the volume. Now, I only checked the copper first. So let me do real quick. Maybe we'll find that copper is the worst one. And I already launched my carrier there. Not a big deal. I don't have to do copper. Let's try computer components. That's the next one. And see what kind of profit we can get on that. So search. Computer components, same kind of deal. Now this doesn't have... Well, first of all, there are some systems that are a little closer. No, we can go get it. But also, price is $365, so it's a little bit more expensive. So it would actually be a little better probably profit. You know what we can do is, I want to sell. Let's do a search for that. You can see how much are we going to get for it in this system, in the community goal system. What's the name? Was it Swain Station? Was that what? No, it was something started with an S, I thought. Let me see what it was. It was... No. Where'd I come? Oh, Minerva. That's what it was. So it was Minerva, and the station was called Starlay Station. Okay. So why am I not seeing Starlay Station on here as a buyer? I want to sell computer components. Minerva would literally be that. It's one of my other parameters, or Oh, price. No, price should be this. That should be fine. That should be fine. Um. Yeah. Why isn't that showing us? Minerva. Let's. We can just reset this stuff here. Or by distance, max price age. I mean, honestly, all of these are fine. Let's put no price condition. Um. Any demand. Huh. It's not showing Minerva. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to fly back there because it is just one jump away right now still. We're just one jump out. Fly back to Minerva. And then I'll dock there and then check the pricing. I should have done this before I left, frankly. But we'll do it anyway. I'm sure the only people that are still watching right now, I assume, are people that are thinking, is this worth doing with a carrier or not? Because I think doing any more than just the bare minimum, if you don't have a carrier, is not going to be worth doing it because these components are very cheap. There's not enough profit margin to make here. It's not like they're collecting tritium or something where you're going to be making 50 to 100,000 per unit. You're making just a few thousand per unit on this. So, but let's just make sure that I'm not missing something here. So redock, check the purchase prices at the station for all of the 7 of the materials for commodities. And then, all right, let's go right through. Can you pull me out still, or are we going too? We're going too fast. All right, we'll just make a big loop-de-loop. Okay. So, knowing what the buy prices are, again, the rule of thumb is whatever they're paying for the most out of these 7 components would be the one that would be worth checking, because we know that the prices that they're paying are roughly 4 times the average galactic, and all these materials have slightly different galactic average prices. The one with the highest galactic average is going to have the highest purchase price, even though they're all the same percentages, right? They're supposed to be at 400% of galactic average. Obviously, then that means that the item with the highest price at 400% gets you the highest actual profit that you're going to make. So same percentage, but higher in terms of actual credits. Hopefully I say that in a easy to understand way. So any of the cheaper ones that are not the highest galactic average price are not really going to be worth bringing here and selling them. Although again, I would encourage everybody to do at least 1 unit of sales. Oh, there we go. Which landing pad are we in? 27? Whoa. Overflew that a little bit. This ship is so zippy. Alright, 27 is what? Up top? Yep, it is. Okay, so let's quick check which of these is being purchased for the most money. And we did copper already. Let's do computer components. Computer components. I don't see computer components. Oh, that's buy. Let's look at sell. So sell. Oh, CMM Composites is one of them. Okay, CMM Composites was one of them. That's significantly higher. That's 23,000 that they're doing for purchase price here. That's pretty good. Like 10 times more than the copper is. Computer components, though, we still have to check the price on. Where are those? There it is. Computer components, 3,000. So that's worse. So CMM so far is better. Then we have power generators. Power generators are 9,000. So that's a little bit worse than the CMM stuff, which is 23,000. Water purifiers is the next one. Water purifiers are 1,000. That's crappy. Surface stabilizers. Where are surface stabilizers? I don't see them. Oh, there they are, up top. 2,000. That's crappy. And then structural regulators is the last one here. And those are 7,000. Okay, so CMM component composites look like the best of the bunch. So 23,000. So flip back to Inara, and let's change this to CMM. And we're going to be buying CMM, and let's tweak these again. So within 1 day, 250 light years, large pad. Price has to be better than, let's say, 10% minimum better. Station distance, any. Supply, at least 1,000 units. Surface, no. Carriers, doesn't matter. Power, doesn't matter. Okay. Search. No commodities found. Okay, let's say we're going to increase the range to 500 light years. We're going to get rid of this. So I don't care if they're being sold for more or less. No commodities found. Do we just not have any commodities? Let's go to 1,000. Oh, hell, let's go to 5,000. 5,000 light years. So this would be more of what I would expect, which is everybody's hogged up the CMM composites, and they're really hard to find. So I'm even going to put this on 2 days, even though that brings in potential for showing up somewhere and they're already sold out. Price conditions, none. Max station distance, any. We do need at least 1,000 units, otherwise it's not worth it. None. Okay, let's try adding surface. None. Okay. What is let's put that on any. No price conditions, any station distance, 1,000. Let's turn this to any. I just want to see what is available at all. So there's, oh my God, this is horrible. Let's sort by supply amount. So the most we see is in a carrier, which is selling it for 500,000. So that's a screw. Don't go and buy them from a carrier that's already making 100% profit. Sorry, 100x profit from what the actual value is. Now remember, we only sell these for 23,000 at the station here. So anything, and obviously this carrier is trying to make money from people not knowing math, because that price is 500,000 each. You're gonna sell them for 23,000 each. So you may have to. Not a single place with all filters off has more than 300 units in stock, which is why I was getting 0 for all my previous searches. So if we go by distance, like here's a place with 100 of them, and these are all ground stations too, because I think they're probably sold out from all the space stations, or also some components are just not sold other than on the ground. That could be it for this one as well, the CMM. So yeah, I would say based on the numbers here, this is not a community goal that you ought to do beyond level 1, beyond just turning in the bare minimum of something, because the money potential is just not there. If the most you can get in a single place is 295, that's half of a type 9. If you do half of a type 9, and the profit is going to be from 5,000 up to 23, well, almost 24,000. So it is about a 400%, maybe even almost, but not quite, 500% profit. Let's say 450% profit margin. But it's going to take you multiple stops to fill up just even a type 9. Then obviously there's no point in doing this in a carrier at all. And your potential income is going to be very small. So you're going to make about 17,000, 18,000, roughly 18,000 credits per unit. So that would be for 1,000 units. Well, you can't do 1,000. So for 100 units, you got 1.8 million in profit for 100 units. So this, if you were to buy up this entire 300 units here, that would be only 60 million in profit. And you can make more than that in the amount of time it would take you to go 200 light years, buy it up, go back, sell it. You can make more profit than that doing an awful lot of activities. Using mining, you can make that in probably 10 minutes. If you're doing bounty hunting, maybe a little bit longer, but not a whole lot longer. So, final analysis, and the reason the video is as long as it is after doing the math, I would certainly advise people to not bother doing any of the other tiers. Just do the bare minimum to get in, and that's all you need to do. If somebody already had a bunch of these sitting in their carrier from a previous event or something, or whatever they were doing with them, then this would make sense. This would be like, okay, let's unload the full carrier or even the partial carrier, get in the top tier, get some more money in, make 400% profit. But if you're going to be buying these in order to sell them, it appears that there's no point in doing that. And even still, if you use one of the other things like copper, I was looking at before, which has almost a 9 times profit margin, 9x multiplier on it. But the cost is so damn cheap and you make so little per unit that you do have to have a whole carrier worth of them to make any significant money. So bottom line is, do the community calls, minimal effort, and you should be done. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Check out my other videos. They're all training videos. Most of them are for pure beginners. Some of them touch on slightly more advanced topics. We'll catch you in the next one.